Bloodstained Ritual of the Night is a Metroidvania video game developed by Artplay and published by 505 Games. The game was directed by Koji Igarashi, former producer of the Castlevania series, and is considered a spiritual successor to the series. Play as Miriam, an orphan scarred by an alchemist's curse that slowly crystallizes her body. Battle through a demon-infested castle and defeat its master to save yourself, and all of humanity. Castlevania BloodStorm is an upcoming fan-developed Metroidvania game starring Sonia Belmont. In this story, Sonia is the daughter of Simon Belmont. After a long training with her father, Sonia Belmont embarks on her first adventure. In terms of background and art, it looks very good, music is good at best, SFX is a hit, game is looking for improvement. Seal of the Eclipse, a promising Castlevania fan-made. The game's story will take place in 1999, a period known in the franchise universe as the Demon Castle War. It was there that the forces of good and evil fought a huge battle that culminated in the destruction of Count Dracula. First mentioned in Castlevania, Aria of Sorrow, the idea is to better explore one of the most important events in the saga. In the game, the protagonist will be Julius Belmont, but as in Castlevania III Dracula's Curse, other characters can be controlled. Castlevania The Lecarde Chronicles is an indie fan game made by European programmer Mig Perez. The game tells the beginning of the saga of Ephraim Lecarde, Knight of the Church who investigates and faces evil forces. This Castlevania fan game seems to be sensational, reminds many of the old ones in the series, but with a backtracking footprint and RPG elements such as character level and magic attacks. Koumajou Remilia Scarlet Symphony Remilia is a game heavily influenced by Castlevania Symphony of the Night, but it also injects plenty of bullet hell Toho-style gameplay for good measure. The game has been loved by many gamers since its initial release, highly praised for its quality gameplay and soundtrack, as well as its sharp, gothic reinterpretation of characters from Toho by Banpai Akira. The Switch and Steam versions contain a number of improved features compared to the original, such as remastered HD graphics, newly added dialogue, and English language support. Fans of the original game and Toho project also can't miss the full Japanese voice that will be added in the new versions. Record of Lodoss War Deedlit in Wonder Labyrinth. It's a Metroidvania with a pixel art look that, by referring to games that follow the Castlevania Symphony of the Night formula, ended up calling the attention of enthusiasts of this type of experience. Lodoss is the name of the world. Its realms were created from the last battle between the gods. After a period of peace, an ancient witch awakens and is committed to preserving Lodoss, working in the shadows to generate instability between the realms, preventing one of them from exercising hegemony over the others. A group of 6 heroes, of different races, have the role of preventing a threat that involves war and destruction, acting as characters in an RPG campaign. Residentvania is a fan game, where Resident Evil Village is reimagined Castlevania style, complete with 2D pixel art and similar gameplay. All enemies from the initial stretch of Resident Evil Village can be found in the castle, including the fearsome Lady Dimitrescu. The game starts when you find yourself in a small village, and while exploring you are trapped in an underground facility that has many dangerous creatures. Silver Knights Crusaders is a Castlevania-inspired game with 3 playable characters and a simultaneous 2-player mode. Just like Castlevania and other ancient and glorious games. Characters visit castles and crypts, fighting typical horror creatures like generic zombies, the werewolf and the Frankenstein monster, as well as mythological monsters like dragons or Cerberus. The game uses OpenBore, an engine made to build beat-em-ups, and the end result is very good. Castlevania's sprites and edits merge well with those of Demon Hunter Legends. Now I don't know if it also has other images and items from other sources, because the end result is a coherent and atmospheric environment. Slain Back from Hell is a curious game that mixes heavy metal and a lot of head-banging with one of the most acclaimed and famous games of all time, Castlevania. The game takes Metroidvania features and mixes them with traps, gore, high difficulty, dark scenery, and lots of heavy metal. The game's plot revolves around Bathory, who until now was in an eternal sleep. However, a mysterious and dark spirit emerges to awaken him and inform him that his world is in grave danger again. Even with some fear, Bathory rose together with his mighty sword to save those lands from the evil infernal creatures. Wallachia Reign of Dracula, an ode to the Castlevania platform style, with controls and graphics faithful to games like Metroid and Castlevania. In the game's plot, the archer Elsin aims to avenge her parents' death and save her brother from the Impaler's hands. With the help of a white wolf, named Sylvie, and his owner Christian, the girl decides to join a royal company to defeat Dracula. Wallachia's narrative is very impressive. The care with the story and the development of the campaign bring twists, in addition to an open ending for continuation.
Wallachia.